This is AA Escape Stories. Hi, I'm Kirsten, sobriety bestie, and this is the escape story of a commenter. One of the home groups I was in, we had 12 promise study once a month. The more I dove into those, the more hollow AA seemed, especially with the whole we no longer have a fear of financial insecurity. That's so laughable now. There was no new freedom and happiness, and I never had the happy, joyous, and free experience. I experienced the opposite because the longer I was in the more restless, irritable, and discontent camp, which kept building, the more I heard the dark confession in those meetings, which seemed like humble bragging rather than true repentance. Toward the end of my first year, my thoughts were deeply disturbed and suicidal thoughts began to take over. One of the things that saved me from those thoughts was going surfing with our crew of surfers. Out in the water, I had no thoughts of the program or anything related to the program. Was after our surf sessions when we usually went around 8 o'clock meeting, where it would kill my natural buzz about halfway through the meeting. For years and years of feeling at peace and somewhat centered from surfing, just to show up at an evening meeting and to have the wind removed from my sails. The last 5 years in there and experiencing such juxtaposition between surfing and camping, etc., and then the meetings was too intense to deny that something truly horrible was happening in those dank, dark rooms. I realized that the vast majority of AA members were total losers that had no life except for those crappy rooms and the coffee chugging fellowship. I got to the point in my last year or so in there that I was obsessed with leaving or suicide. Then one day the epiphany happened when an overwhelming thought came upon me saying, if AA is keeping you burdened by dark thoughts and the only option is suicide or drink, what do you have to lose by leaving AA in a hardcore manner? So after my last philosophy class of the day, I bought a bottle of wine and started my second glass of wine. I thought I am officially no longer an AA member. I can't even describe the feeling of knowing that the shackles of AA had no more power over me. The psychological stuff took years, and layer by layer, my mental health got better and better. So, in other words, fuck AA, and it's a debilitating program. This is a story of a courageous person escaping AA. Do you have an escape AA story? Feel free to type it below.